So the 50s represented an attempt to re-establish gender roles in a seemingly modern form.
By the 1950s, 95% of people were married.
If you weren't married in the 1950s, people thought you were mentally ill. They thought there was something wrong with you for not marrying.
Andrew Cherlin is the author of Labor's Love Lost.
The U.S. had just won World War II. It was the economic power of the world. Our economy was fantastic. We were hiring in factories. We were hiring everywhere. And people were exhausted by the Depression and the war, and so they turned inward to home and family. And what they created was a kind of family life that we'd never seen before or since.
The economic prosperity, the rising real wages for young men allowed men and women to marry at a much earlier age. The lack of options for women sort of forced them to marry at an early age.
That 1950s version of marriage was not traditional at all, according to historians.
So when we look back at this and say that's traditional marriage, we've got it completely wrong. It was a historical fluke.
Okay, hey, thank you very much. I actually prepared a few remarks. I'll make it short though. This story came to us through actually an RCC member and Honda fellow Simranjeet Singh, who brought this idea to us last year, and of course we had to execute it. But it was a great example of why your voice matters to us. And I just want to let you know that I actually met Simran on Twitter in 2013, and he's become a trusted source ever since. So big thank you, and social media works when you work in the press. So I highly recommend that you try it if you haven't already. And thank you for this great award. Good to see you all.